Welcome to La Casa de Cristo Lutheran Church in Scottsdale, Arizona. My name is Jeremy Peterman, and in this video, I'm going to take us on a tour of the magnificent Berghaus Pipe Organ. The pipes soar high towards the heavens. They also span nearly the entire front portion of the church. And they crown the rear corners of the church in the balcony. This is Opus 224 of the Berghaus Pipe Organ builders. Built in 2008, it was then and remains to this day the largest organ that they've ever constructed. It's also the largest in-use church pipe organ in the state of Arizona. As a disclaimer, I won't be able to tell you all that there is to know about this marvelous pipe organ. I may also not be able to devote sufficient time to explaining the various families of sounds like principals, flues, reeds, mixtures, mutations, and celestes. That will have to come at a later time on our La Casa de Cristo YouTube channel. I will, however, give you a rundown of what makes this pipe organ in Scottsdale, Arizona unique. Among other things, we'll discuss various special features of the console, the recently installed harp, chimes, and bird warbler, the many functions of the Peterson control system, and the joys and tribulations of playing in this acoustically rich space that is as wide as it is long. Okay, enough of my preamble. Let's go see some pipes. I already have the doors open, the lights on, and the ladder up. It's just a short walk through that door, through the narthex, up a ladder, through the blower room, through a hole in the wall, under some wind lines, up another ladder, and before you know it, you're in the middle of the mezzanine. I'll see you up there. Our pipe organ contains 91 ranks, 92 stops, and 5,067 pipes. The swell and partially installed solo divisions are enclosed behind shades, and the remainder of the visible pipes form a mountainous landscape inspired by the McDowell Mountains and their many cacti. To understand the layout of this organ, we might think of the pipes as residing in different neighborhoods. As you can see, however, there are a lot of those neighborhoods up here. Maybe we should start somewhere else. With the help of the console, we can start by giving each neighborhood a name. These neighborhoods, known as divisions, correspond to each manual of the console. Let's look at where the divisions are located on the console. We'll see where these neighborhoods are up in the organ. Here is the Great Division, and this is the manual to which it corresponds. It's the division on the organ which contains the most prominent stops. It's the most commanding division, and it is used the majority of the time for congregational singing. The second division is the positive division. It is located on the bottommost manual and has many of the most colorful stops. The swell division is the third manual from the bottom, and its draw knobs are located to my left. It's called under expression, meaning the pipes can sound louder or softer depending on if the massive swell shades are open or shut. It has many reeds, 16, 8, and 4 foot, and it's my go-to division when accompanying a choir or soloist. We'll demonstrate the swell shades later, but for now I want to show you an exciting view of the solenoids, tremulant, and regulators in action. The tremulant gives the sound that vibrato-like character. The Antiphonal Division, played on the top manual, is the fourth division on the organ, and its stop jamb is located just to the right of the swell. Its 10 ranks of pipes are located in the rear balcony, although the horizontal trumpets in the front can also be played there. While it's tempting to only use the antiphonal as a call and response with the front organ or as a solo trumpet opportunity, I choose to use it the majority of the time when the congregation is singing to bring enough sound to the folks in the back. You'd be surprised how much a soft 8-foot stop helps. The left and right sides of the antiphonal division wonderfully demonstrate the C and C-sharp layout of our pipes. On one side, all the ranks start on C and go up by whole steps: C, D, E, F sharp, G sharp, A sharp. And the other side begins on C sharp, proceeding to D sharp, F, G, A, B, and back to C sharp. The majority of our pipes are located on slider chests. When you turn on the stop, the motor aligns the holes. Let's now watch the sliders in action while hearing a bit of the C-sharp side of the antiphonal division. The fifth division is the solo division. It is called prepared for because we have the draw knobs in place and the location in which to put all of the ranks. However, they are not currently installed. We do have chimes and harp. This division is located on the top manual. I'd like to demonstrate the action of the chimes, harp, and expression shades all in the solo chamber. You'll be able to see this happening as I play it. First, the chimes. Next, the harp. The final division of our organ is the petals. While it's complete enough with its own 17 ranks, it also includes a number of borrowed ranks from the manuals. It's great to have options. And it borrows from itself in order to create the resultant 32-foot. To give the illusion of having a full rank of 32-foot pipes, it adds 7 chromatic notes lower than the low C of the 16-foot sub-bass: B, A sharp, A, all the way to F. And after that, each consecutive pedal adds a fifth above. It's more about the rumbling feel than the absolute pitch. I can't promise that you'll hear it too well over the computer or phone, but I'm going to give it a try. The pedal divide feature comes in handy when a piece calls for both feet playing 2 different parts at once. All notes from B12 down are activated only by draw knobs pulled from the pedal jamb. C13 and up sound whatever is coupled to it from the manuals. Here I'll use some accompanimental 16s and 8s in my left foot and the positive trumpet in the right foot. This is especially exciting in the age of technology when the congregation has more chance to see this. The controls for the cymbal stand are located just inside the swell chamber. You see I have 3 different options for manipulation. I have a delay, a speed, and a volume. The speed and volume are all the way up. You can definitely hear it in the sanctuary. And I have a little delay set, my personal preference. I find that I often engage it with my foot, and this just buys me a little bit of time for planning. Along with the harp and chimes, the Nightingale or Pajaritos was installed in 2018. It was the first one ever built by the Berghaus Pipe Organ builders. I keep it well maintained and enjoy using it in short bursts to make a more realistic bird chirp. It is essentially 2 pipes upside down, dipped in a mixture of water and canola oil. Tweet tweet. The swell chamber has 6 sets of shades, each with its own operator and motor. The front has 4 vertical sets of shades, and there are 2 horizontal sets on the side, which are largely invisible to the congregation. You can see I currently have the shoe closed, meaning that the shades are closed. The Peterson control system on the organ console has many functions. First, it allows me to set the organist, Jeremy P, that's me, and I can have as many memories as I wish to assign myself. I've given myself up to 25. I use 1 for general Sunday settings, and 2 if I need more, and 3, 4, 5 I have for pre-saved funeral settings, and I think the next 3 or 4 are for weddings. Thereafter, I have assigned memories for recital pieces as I am preparing them. I can also allow other organists to use this by selecting this button, and they can rotate through until they find their name, if they have a name. Otherwise, they go to guest A or B as I assign. I can also transpose up and down, I believe, 6 half steps. And then I select own, and in my home screen it tells me that I'm down 6 half steps, so I know my status. Another function of the Peterson control system is to record oneself. I love this option. I push record play, dump at the same time, and it allows me to record myself. If I pulled out this and played a couple notes, I stop, it's saved. Now let's play it. This is song number 112. I'm pushing play, see if the draw note comes out automatically. Sure enough, and done. That's my favorite use of the control system, and you will see that in action later on. As we prepare for the final discussion about the Peterson control system, I want you to see all the various indicator lights above the top manual. I've personally programmed the 2D1, 2, and sforzando pistons, which get progressively louder. The crescendo light turns on when I begin to open up the rightmost shoe. The control system then tells me how far I've gone. Let's watch it go from 0 to 60, and level 43 adds the first rank of trumpets. This organ is tremendously diverse and can be at home in most any musical style. As you can see, the console is located far to the right in front of the swell chamber. I have to remember that what sounds loud to me isn't necessarily loud to those seated in the center or the far left, and the opposite is also true about softness. When I play a recital, it's crucial to locate the console in the center of the sanctuary so I can hear the balance in real time. The distance from the console to speaking direction of most of the pipes creates an ensemble challenge for me, but the brilliance of the layout can be heard from the congregation in the center. The area around the fountain is the sweet spot. If you've seen any of our past services, YouTube videos, or my own recitals, you've probably noticed that I like to have a lot of fun. To conclude this tour of the Berghaus Pipe Organ at La Casa de Cristo, I'm going to play Guashmai by Richard Purvis. However, I've already pre-recorded myself at the organ, and I've added timpani and tambourine parts to liven it up a bit. To send us on our way, you're going to see me play those two percussion parts, along with various shots of the organ throughout the sanctuary. You'll also see the draw knobs come in and out as my pre-recording dictates. Thank you for watching, and feel free to email me with any questions or comments.